everybody, I'm Chris, this is Tilly, and this one here is Sprout. Welcome to the Coffee Fueled Woodsman channel. It's April 4th, and as promised, I made it out with my buddy Matt for an early paddling trip. We are at Bates Lake and at our usual camp spot. Now I've decided to move up to the side hill for our tent hammock area because I'm hammocking today. This is going to be an overnight trip. Matt's cooking tonight. I think it's beef stroganoff. I'm cooking tomorrow morning, which is going to be corned beef hash, and I think it's going to be pretty good. So maybe we'll just do our chair and run down and hang out with Matt by the fire. I'm trying to no, you can't go in Matt's tent. Here. There.
Tent's wide open.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to feed them so they are more than interested in what I'm doing.
Oh, there's some beavers here too.
All right, well Matt's pretty much got his tent back there almost set up. So I brought one sandwich, but this is fairly big. I'm going to cut this bad boy in half. I'm going to put a copious amount of this.
Yes.
I brought this big old thing of corned beef.
For a year.
There it is.
Oh no.
Weirdo. It's okay though, it doesn't matter. Oh, mine went in. Returning subscribers might have recognized that I'm not wearing the cheapest Canadian Tire brand life jacket anymore that I used to have to pull over the top of my head. This is a NRS Odyssey, I guess. I picked it up for like $100. I'd been looking for sales for quite a while just because, you know, YouTubing and outdoor adventuring costs a lot of money. So this was one of those purchases though that it was time. Like my old one was just terrible. And now I've at least got some pockets in the front. So this ended up being an XL to triple XL, which is really kind of just slightly too large for me. I've got these straps all the way adjusted down, but it was comfortable coming in. It's slightly heavier than the other one because there's actually something to it compared to the old one, and at least I put my phone and my fishing lures in there, so pretty happy with that. I don't know, longevity, it seems fine. I don't know, it's a life jacket. I wanted one that zipped up in the front just for ease of use. You little cold, Missy?
Have any neoprene dust on it.
First time viewers or viewers that haven't seen trips where Matt and I have gone, it gets a little confusing because his dog, which is a Brittany Spaniel, is named Tilly, and my dog, which is a Nova Scotia duck toller, is also named Tilly. So he calls his T once in a while. I don't know. Usually if we're yelling at a dog, we're yelling at my dog because his is just kind of chill. Look at her. But she's freezing right now. You can't get her out of the water. She just wants to chase the bumper the whole time. I suppose that cup can sit near heat, can it? Is it time for the Hawkins cheesies? Yeah. I brought us 2 bags of Hawkins cheesies. So he gets one and I get one. Now I'm not going to eat all that.
Thank you.
But I brought him these. He might eat them all. I don't know.
Crackers?
I might eat all of mine.
Oh, those are delicious.
Do you like them?
I love them.
They're yours. I'm not. Well, I don't think I can delay it anymore. I'm going to slurp back this coffee, and then me and the dogs got to head up over the back hill there and set up my hammock in their tent thing. Well, this is where we're going to set up on this like side hill. I got a view of the campsite. The wind's kind of now blowing in on us a little bit, so.
So why don't you like these saws?
I never.
Publishing house reached out. Sit in your hammock.
All right, well that looks pretty good for the hammock anyway. And I think I now need to look at setting up their little dog tents. And this is a cheap Amazon one-person bug net with no floor, so it looks like, this is what it kind of looks like on the picture. And I've got it, I suspend it just with a ridge line. This moss is a little damp. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues, but that seems pretty cozy. So now all I got to do is put a tarp on. Dog tent done. What are you doing up here? Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Oh. Now this is actually a ground tarp, not really designed as a hammock tarp, so I have very little coverage over the two ends, but it's enough so that if it's not a downpour, we're gonna be fine. Okay, give me, you're wet though. Should we go back down and see Matt? Should we go see Matt? Let's go see Matt. Okay, I got you. You gonna go in, check it out? That's good. That's where you'll sleep. All right. All right, let's go down and find Matt, huh? And for those of you that watched my last video, which was winter Brookside camp, I think, March or something like that, I've I've fixed this. That's actually a magnet, which hasn't caused any effect to the microphone, thankfully. So thanks again to Keith Walls for supplying that to me. Looks like Sprout's made a little home. That's where they're sleeping. And let's show you my view while I'm sat in the hammock. Okay, there's sat in the hammock. And I'll show you the rough little hike down over. Come on, bud, let's go find him. Ooh, so much brighter down here. Geez, I should have set up right here. Friend Dave usually sets up there. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good for sleeping up there, which is the only thing I'm doing. So that's our camp. There's Matt's Marmot Cane Creek 3 person today. Beauty. It's time for more of that.
With all the shit that I have and the extra stuff, I wanted to make sure.
Do you have a mustache? Well, Matt's decided it's time to start cooking. I'm going to finish off this tiny bit of coffee. Throw away a tiny bit of it. And it's time for me to have a beer. He's going to have one too. This is what I'm having. So, 9 Locks Terry's, well, it's just chocolate orange stout. Matt is starting the beef stroganoff. And he's going to use that Dutch oven that Steve gave me. The Wagner Drip Drop Roaster. What do you think?
It's good. It's almost as good as the Terry's chocolate orange I get every year McTalking.
And that's just beef?
Yep.
Matt and I have future-proofed our campsite now. So that's an AquaQuest 10x10 tarp. We didn't do anything fancy. We basically ran just a straight canopy over us, dropped the far, I guess, right-hand backside corner.
I got some onions and garlic that are going to go in, and some other stuff.
Nice. And I see a little thing of Pinot Grigio. So that's going to be part of the sauce. The garlic's gone in. We'll have to be careful. You can't have any of the garlic, Missy. Talking to you.
Oh, shoot.
And that's going to make up our brothiness.
Yeah. Stick. Your big.
I've got my spoon. Matt tells me that we just got to put the beef in 2 minutes before the pasta's done. And that's it. He's doing. But
Yeah.
Did he used to compete or something?
I have no idea. I met him for the first time, a month ago.
Yeah.
He was like a good dude.
Newfoundlander. I really like him.
Yeah. Pour the meat in. Sour cream.
Sour cream. Ooh. Whoa. Put it all in there.
Yep.
Nice. 2 seconds. All right. Do you want to go first, or?
No, you go ahead. I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
There. It's a beef stroganoff in the woods. So Matt also brought us a little bun to go with it as well. My wife Claire would absolutely love this. Except for we'd have to do chicken instead of beef, which would still be good.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Matt said I didn't have to eat it all. I'm like, oh no, there's no way I'm going to finish all that. I'm like a quarter of the way done. I'm already like feeling a little bit full. I'm going to finish it though. Matt brought himself a few beer. I only brought 1 beer. And I brought the last of my Evan Williams bourbon. So this is the standard Evan Williams, not the fancy stuff. But in Nova Scotia, for those of you that don't know, that aren't from Nova Scotia that are watching, our liquor stores have delisted anything from the United States, I believe, because of the tariffs things that's going on. And to my dismay, bourbon is one of them because it's out of Kentucky, right? So I'm going to savor this because this might be the last Evan Williams I have for a little while. So I'm going to have to figure something out. We're going on a trip to visit my wife's sister who's in North Carolina. And I may have to try to find some bourbons to bring back.
Didn't touch anything, and then 2019 2018, I got posted to a boat and I started smoking again. But it was like. You can't hear me talking with that mic, can you?
Good thing about this trip was Matt was here. When were you here last?
August?
He was here last August, and he cut up a bunch of wood that I think it's right there on the camera. Anyway, so we really didn't have to cut any wood. It's already here. He just had to split it up.
My daughter cut up the wood.
Oh, Matt's daughter, Saoirse, had to cut it up. So we're good. Anyway, we're just sitting here having our bourbon and our beer and going to while away the hours. What? What's going on, mister? What? Is that Matt? Is that Matt? Is that the Matt? My wife Claire has knit me these mitts. Now, I've had these for a couple of years, but they were like too big. So every time I put them on, they kind of like fell down over my hands like that. Anyway, I told her finally because I felt bad. And she said, yeah, that's what it was. So she said that she would just felt them, which I guess putting them in hot water and giving them a good rub. And shrinks them a bit, right? Wool. Anyway, they fit perfect now. And they're quite fancy. A little too fancy for me, but you know, for what I do with them, really. But yeah, they keep your fingers warm on these days where it's 7 degrees now, so the temperature's starting to plummet a bit.
It's a good shot, though. I don't know if you can see it. date square.
This is,
Okay, but
I don't know if you can, oh, you can see her little head. So unlike my two dogs, Matt's Tilly, when she gets tired, she'll just go to sleep. She wanted in the tent. She's been there for like an hour, maybe an hour now.
6
Meanwhile,
o'clock she went in.
my two are just roaming around. Sprout, why don't you come down under the tarp? It's rained on and off, or off and on, like the whole time we've been down here since supper. So that's the way it's been pretty much for 2 hours.
On and off.
It just comes and goes. But it's also time for Matt and I to share that date square. You ready for this? MRE date square. Sprout. Ooh, that. Oh my God, I don't even know if I have anything in there I can feed the dog. That one's not bad. Seriously.
No.
That's better than normal. Your dog.
I don't believe you.
I can see Tilly.
Give me a corner of it.
I can see his Tilly back there looking at me.
I've had too many of these things to...
You know what? That's not the worst. That isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. For your bourbon?
As far as MRE date squares, that's probably the best one I've had, but...
Yeah, it isn't bad.
They've been horrific every other time I've had them. You have the teeth for it is good.
Ooh.
And the jaw.
Date
Best
square.
MRE is still the beans and wieners, though.
Campfire date squares. Look at that. Oh, there comes the rain again. Come here, bud. Sprouter. You stay here, okay? Stay under this tarp. Oh, I hear it. There it goes. Come on, she doesn't want to play. Let's go. There's the lantern. Adding quite a glow to the old campsite. I'm gonna have to get him to turn it off for when I do the nighttime fire picks for you. I don't know if anybody even likes to watch that. I always do. There you go, boy. Well, you need to be tightened up a bit. So the wind kind of just came out of the nowhere and shifted from to our backs. So put on the little pups coats. I think I'm going to put on my coat. Ooh. Everything kind of feels a little damp too, eh, Matt? Yeah. Well, it's 10 after 10. We made it, didn't we? We didn't think we would. Tilly slept on me the last 2 hours. Mr. Sprout slept down beside me for the last 2 hours. So I'm going to throw them in their little tent in behind the hammock. And tomorrow it's a big breakfast. And we're really excited for that, aren't we, Sprout? There's nothing else to do but get into my long johns and then get to bed. See you in the morning. Up here. 7:03. Man, it was some friggin' windy night. Morning, everybody. That was a fairly long night. I can't say as I slept the best, but I was super comfortable last night, actually. It was just that the way I had the tarp set up before, the wind kept ripping off the lake, and
it just, I didn't have this set high enough off the hammock because this is more of a ground tarp than a hammock tarp. And so I had to set it low to my ridge line here. And it just kept rubbing against everything. So, and my lines are even actually kind of crossed. So you got that sound in the middle of the night if the wind really pulled the tarp up. If I would have been smart, I would have got up and tied down all four ends of the tarp straight to the ground and got it as low as possible. But then usually what happens is the wind will blow the tarp into the hammock. But it wasn't terrible. I mean, I was super comfortable. I kept falling asleep. It's just that it seemed like I didn't sleep very long at any one time, especially up until about 3 a.m. But little Sprout kept deciding that he wasn't happy in his little tent. And at 2, he started making little grumbles. And that's what he does at home when he wants to go out to pee or something like that, say, or if he needs to throw up, who knows. But he did that at 2 a.m., so I let them out and they went around and he went and did his business. And then he did it at 4 a.m. and then 5 a.m. So it is a lot more comfortable sitting in this, sleeping in this, I find, than laying on the ground in my tent. I was super warm. But I mean, we went to bed at 10 and got up at 7, so that's 9 hours. Even though it was broken, I don't feel overly tired. I wish we kind of were staying a second night because I always sleep better the second night. But Matt's got the fire just raging down there. So I think it's time for me to go down and start cooking breakfast. Definitely get some coffee going. In the night, I was kept thinking with all the wind and stuff, it's like these are, and me worrying about the dogs being by themselves, is like, these aren't problems I have when I tent. And I'm not the biggest fan of the tents, but each have like pluses and minuses. I'm more comfortable in the hammock. I enjoy like being able to look outside. I can sit when I get up like this, and when I'm in the hammock, it feels like I'm outside, like all the time, like you're just immersed in it. When I'm in the tent, well, as soon as that door is zippered shut, I could be anywhere. I could be in my living room. So there's a lot of pluses to the hammock, but with the tent, I wouldn't have had the tarps ripping around and keeping me up all night. I wouldn't have had to worry about what the dogs were doing, if they're warm. I mean, I knew they were warm last night because just I could tell the way that was set up, it was going to block all the wind. Yeah, I like being in with them too. Like Sprout's a little snuggler, so I like having him around, even though he's bad during the day. Maybe for these shoulder season camps and the winter camps, maybe I should just always do a tent. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I can write off my hammock camping because I definitely prefer it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
My filter's up there.
Yeah, I think it's in my bag. We've got a percolation. Pretty. You have it whenever. I'm going to leave it on at least 10 more minutes.
Okay. Works for me.
the mess of food, hash browns. It's got some Montreal steak spice on it. And then finally, the corned beef. There we go. All right. Meanwhile, Matt's dog's just sitting over there watching the water. And look at this thing. What did I do in a previous life? Ka-tunk. Over onto my leg. I'm happy. I've had that happen. You start pouring and then shoop, right on you. So here goes the bacon grease. Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot.
Mix these in. Just so you know, Matt, the green onion is 100% you inspired. Just because it's like the extra little garnish that, you know, I would never do. I'm like, you know what? Need something fancy. All right. Okay. Ooh, nice. Nice. All right. Well, nothing left for it, but you get your plate. Yeah.
It'll steam.
Oh, thank you. The wind's come up a couple of times and it's gone really cold. Fried beef with beef. Whoa. Is that salty? I don't think I boiled it long enough. I could though. We love that.
No.
Put this in my coffee. There we go. I see Matt's starting to pack his stuff up. I'm lollygagging. I don't know. I may pack my stuff up here at some point, but for the moment, I'm in coffee mode. Cheers to Ruth and Harry. I think these were the last two JD Shores. Oh yeah. That was maybe one of the gustiest winds nights I've ever spent in a hammock. To the point that I was a little concerned that that pine tree I was on might actually have a malfunction. But there was one gust around 11 o'clock at night, I think, that actually felt like it picked me in the hammock straight up and then slammed us back. Like it came in and blew in from the back and must have blown so hard it like rocked me right up into the air and then back down. It was crazy. Fortunately, it wasn't cold, so I think I was just up to the hammock a couple minutes ago and it's still 0 degrees, which, you know, getting closer to 9:30. I'm surprised it hasn't come up at all, but it looks like the sun might come out, so we hopefully will have a warmish sun to paddle out to. And the wind is probably going to be at our back, but not sure. A couple of my subscribers tell me that they watch these videos so their dogs can watch the videos, so I'll try to make it interesting for them. Sprouts made it interesting for Matt and I. He's non-stop doing stuff. Well, we're pretty much coming to the dreaded part, the packing up part. Yeah, I see Matt's got most of his stuff packed. It's still only, where'd that thermometer go? It's actually still 0.9 degrees Celsius. So it's not really warming up. Hopefully the sun will come out on our way out. Be nice for the paddle, but we'll see. Gotta get moving, get this down. I never really mentioned it this trip. This is my War Bonnet Blackbird XLC hammock. This is a Hammock Gear underquilt protector. This is a Hammock Gear top quilt or underquilt, and that's the incubator, I think incubator, Econ 20 degree Fahrenheit. And this is the top quilt that I had, which is Hammock Gear, exact same as that, just in the top quilt version. The tarp is the Hammock Gear Traverse. The dog's tarp is the Hammock Gear Journey, which is the actual hammock tarp with doors on it. And that worked great as a dog tent shelter. So this is my third time, I think, doing the dog tent shelter idea. It's working out well, except for Sprout not wanting to be in it last night. I think I needed to somehow make it so he could see me, so he knew I was still around. But He might figure it out on the next trip.
That's everything packed up, other than my food down at the right by the fire pit. So I figured I'd do the sign off now. It's been a great 2 days. Short trips sometimes are the best trips. Hey, yeah, I'm just happy that Matt and I were able to get out, and it was that the ice was out, so we were able to paddle. So that was great. I was supposed to do a longer trip late April with Johnny, but he's just been signed on to go help do some hemlock research. So he's got a 7-day backcountry trip coming up. I'm kind of jealous of that, but you know, he'll have a good time. Unfortunately, he has to pack really light, so he's going to be doing all dehydrated meals, which isn't really our thing, but hey. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked it, click like. If not, that's fine. Thanks for watching to this point, and hopefully see you in the next one. Come on, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.